You found Two in the Closet. We're two friends over 50 spill the tea, share the laughs, and talk about all the weird and wonderful and WTF moments of life. I'm Jen.
And I'm Beth, recording from a very real closet because it's the only place we sound this good. And because life's just better with great acoustics and a little secrecy. So shut the door, pour the wine, let's talk.
Hello, I'm Jen.
And I'm Beth. You're listening to Two in the Closet, where we share stories, laughs, and life as it comes.
Today, we're talking about some of the myths women hear as they get older. Everything from sex, friendships, to style and adventure.
We're sharing our experiences, a few laughs, and some honest truths about living life on our own terms. And you can sit back just a
little bit.
Yeah, just
okay.
Blowing out my eardrum.
We don't want to do that.
And then she just turns up the volume to fucking 11.
I know. This is a work in progress here.
We didn't know if we even needed these, but it looks cool.
It looks cool.
And looks like we're podcasters.
Right. Because without them, we just look like two weirdos in a closet.
We had a whole episode on, is this on? But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're talking about life and myths after 50 and 60.
Right. And the reason why I wanted to do this topic is because a lot of women sometimes, I think, hold back. They worry about, am I too old? What are people going to think? Oh, what are you wearing? You're so old. You're too old. And I definitely had these moments.
Do you hear that a lot?
I know. I
feel like she was triggered by somebody in a grocery store not too long ago.
Not a grocery store, but my daughter.
Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah. My daughter said something about that I'm old to be going to Burning Man. I know we're not talking about Burning Man, but I'm just saying I'm 52. How could you go there? And that really, it kind of put a light bulb into me.
Okay. But life doesn't slow down unless we let it, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. I mean, I don't take naps anymore.
Well,
so I'm
that's good.
Yeah. So that's a good sign. But no, people are all different stages in life. For me, it feels like it's just the beginning, even though I am 52 years old. We could do anything.
Yeah. Same here. I'm not 52, but we definitely get to choose what really matters. So do you feel more alive now than in maybe the last decade, the 40s?
I feel definitely more alive. I like to try new things. I think I'm more open to try new things more than before, where I was like a little shy, a little scared. I think I was definitely more scared. So I think I'm a little more open.
Okay. I think that comes with age because I know. And for me, I have more creativity and a stronger desire to try new things and a feeling of more, if you're on TikTok, you know this, we do not care club. So there's a whole trend on TikTok that is called the WDNC club.
I did not know that.
No, maybe you're not old enough yet. But
or I don't look
all of these women that are of a certain age start doing stuff and wearing stuff and showing up the way they want because we do not care. Ashley Judd even chimed in on it.
I love that.
Yeah. And so there's just this whole community of women who literally just don't care anymore what you think about us. We're living our best lives. And so it can be anything literally from I like my stained sweats to wear all day long to I went to the grocery store without makeup, whatever it is, whatever makes you happy. So those are the vibes that I'm kind of living in right now.
Yes, I am a jean, sweatpants, sweatshirt kind of girl. I always have been, and I will stay that way.
Yeah. So are we too old to start something new?
I do not think so.
No.
And I think that, what have you done new lately? What would you say?
I think, well, first of all, I think being in my 60s, it's reinvention for me. It's
100%.
what I want the next, I'm closer to the grave than I am the cradle. So how do I want those decades to look for me? So I'm not proving myself anymore. I think I gave that up right around when I turned 60. And I think that is something for every woman to look forward to.
Prove to what? Like
anybody.
Okay.
Anybody. Right. Like I don't have to have been at a certain place in my career or have amassed a certain amount of wealth or had a house in whatever like all of that stuff that used to low level make me judge myself, like,
Mhm.
why am I not on the same
Right, right,
why are some of my friends that I went to high school retired? Like, who does that? Like, who gets to retire?
right,
People with government jobs. But but
right.
so I all of that kind of fell by the wayside. So, I think that reinvention and not proving myself and really, I'm not it was never about proving myself to anybody but me,
Right.
right? So, all of that is gone. So, I love that.
I love that,
Yeah.
and I did something new recently is I did a drum circle, danced around, made weird noises with a bunch of strangers, and it was very scary, but I'm like, "You know what? I've always wanted to do a drum circle. I always wanted to tap on the drum, and I'm gonna do it." Well, yeah, because I was,
I've been in a couple of drum circles.
it's cool, right?
Yeah. I dated a guy that, you know,
Oh,
Jim did whatever, African drum. It was very
that
cool.
I very cool. I always wanted to do it,
Mhm.
and the dancing was different. It was more like, you know
I'm more interested in the make weird sounds part.
oh, well, they had you make weird sounds when you wanted to let something out, like
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get it.
yeah, I'm not gonna go into
You
it
have
because 'cause
to
I'll pass out.
demonstrate.
Exactly, but I did that at Burning Man, and that was definitely something
Yeah.
new, and I was very hesitant, but I did it.
Yeah. So, I've done a lot of new things since I turned 60. The most recent thing
Yeah,
I
you're
did
very busy.
I'm very busy. I wrote 2 books after I turned 60. I started a podcast with you. I joined an organization that helped me meet new friends in my community. And the most recent thing that I did with some of those said friends is we went to a cacao ceremony.
Hmm.
And that's interesting because we also did making weird noises.
And what weird noises did you make, Beth?
Well, she took us through, breathing and somatic body movement to
Okay.
move it was on sacred rage, we're gonna talk about that on another episode, but, like, some rapid physical movement, and then, like, at the last movement, like a big
Oh,
grunt,
like
just,
a
like, force all the air out of your belly as you bend
wow.
over, and that was I wasn't expecting that, I didn't know what I was expecting at a
But there
cacao
was a noise.
but there was
There was a
noise
noise.
being made by a room full of all ages of women, so I that was cool. I mean, it really
Were you like, "Wait, what am I doing? Am I too old for this?"
well, I get a little bit self-conscious with stuff like that, um, but I did it, and, what was joyful for me is that one of the women I was with who had never been to something like this just was 110% in. She made the noises, she did the
Was
shares.
in it?
Yeah, she was in it, and that brought me so much joy to watch her
Oh, I bet.
explore
I
something
bet.
that she had never done. It's kinda like I described it to another friend as taking a kid to Disneyland for the first time when
Like,
yeah,
wow.
like, everything is
Yeah.
amazing, and it made me it gave me made my heart super
Oh, I
happy.
love
Yeah,
that. I love that.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. So, also, there's a myth women over 50 and 60-ish aren't sexual beings. Now, I disagree. I don't think anyone's too old to get in the sack.
Okay.
Is that what they say
Yeah,
these days?
I don't think so. I
Okay.
don't think so.
I don't think so
I think
either.
it's called hanging out, no matter
Oh,
how you
okay.
slice
Okay.
it. Yeah.
I don't think we're too old.
No. And desire doesn't disappear. It just gets a little bit smarter and bolder and pickier. I know that's true for me. So I may have desire, but I'm way too picky right now. And it's because I don't need a man to, you know, um, validate me or satisfy me in that way. This would be a really good time to show you that ad that I saw.
It would. But let me ask you a question before you show that. Has your perspective changed since you've been in your younger days to now
Well,
when it comes to intimacy?
I was wild in my youth. Somebody
You were?
asked me about this. They said that they pictured me as,
Oh, you
like,
do
in school,
like the
most popular girl and all this
right.
stuff. I'm like, "Oh my god, no, I had a Bible on top of my books," but then when I
That's not the Beth I know.
yeah, then when I turned 21 literally all hell broke
Okay, so
loose, right? And
you
I
were
was wild. Like, I don't know what my body count is. I'm
you can't write it down?
No. I
Oh,
mean,
'cause that could
I
be
mean, I know the guys I had relationships with, but there were people that I had
w
situationships with. I don't
interesting.
remember. That's an awful thing to say, but you know what? I don't care.
You don't care,
I'm
and then
65. I've had a lot of partners. So,
listen,
anyway,
I hear you,
yeah.
and for me, I think I'm more free with my body and more what I want.
What does that mean, free with my body? What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Because that to me, it means like you're in heat with
Well
everybody, not just
oh,
your husband.
oh, okay, yeah. No, let's change
Yeah,
that.
let's not break up a marriage today.
Right? What I mean is not like, you could leave the lights on.
Okay, I
Um,
gotcha.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Leave them on.
yeah, I'll
Um,
dance naked for you.
yeah,
Okay, alright,
type thing.
I love
Just
that.
being one with my body, not, like,
Yeah,
hiding, not putting the sheet over just being,
yeah,
I think, and
comfortable in your skin.
yeah, so I think that's how it's kind of enhanced because when I was younger, I think I was a little more timid,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah,
Timid. And there's a lot of things you can do, to make it more intimate, like a little loop.
if you need it. Yeah, and,
Yeah,
women of a certain age.
yes, but it's just as beautiful.
Yeah. I'm on the opposite end, like I said. My desire for romantic intimacy is literally non-existent. But, like I said, for most of my adult life, I was all in,
Right,
so
right,
maybe I'm taking a break or maybe I've moved more toward personal intimacy,
right.
which is the perfect segue.
Yes,
Okay. We are gonna share our screen with our, fantastic people.
yes.
Uh,
'Cause I wanna know about this.
yes. So I've been seeing this ad pop up on my social feeds,
Okay.
and it is marketed as, a way to, combat depression and hormone imbalance and things like that.
Really?
Yeah, so,
Like a magic pill?
it's not a pill. Um, but it's very interesting, and this is what it is, okay? We are not promoting this, and we are not sponsored by it, I just wanna be very clear, but when it says discreet worldwide shipping, you can tell, like, this is Um, it's a wellness device designed by medical professionals. It's the menopause and sleep transformation device. That's how they market it. Tell me this isn't a vibrator.
That is a vibrator.
And I know what goes right there.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
I do too.
This is and there's another ad that says something about you
Wow.
don't need your shower anymore, your shower head anymore. Tell me that's not just a vibrator.
I mean, that's a vibrator, Beth. I mean, I know
And it's
vibrators.
a 80% off the pleasure bundle.
Listen, did you buy this?
No, but this has been showing up on my feed all the time, so I had to share that because I'm
That's
like,
really interesting.
yeah, that just kinda cracked me up.
I mean,
Um,
it's a
let
vibrator
me
to
let
me.
me get out it. Gotta be get this
She
off
can't
here.
get it off.
Okay. Yeah, so, maybe that's more my speed right now, although I did not buy it and I have no desire to buy that. I have a very, very reliable friend. So
Friends
that's
are good,
these friends are good.
and that's
Not that kind of I have a friend
right,
that lives,
under your bed,
in my drawer.
right,
Yeah,
or your
yeah,
drawer.
or under the bed.
So
No, my friend gets a place on the bed.
right. Well, I
Okay.
hope so.
Yeah.
So another myth, which leading to friends, you
Mhm.
can't make new friends.
Yeah.
You're too old to make new friends.
I will say that it is harder.
I agree,
It is
yes.
10 times harder to make friends when you're older, especially if you're trying people have friends for lifetimes,
I
lifelong
agree.
friends, and you can't get into that friend group.
No.
I mean, you and Lisa had been friends way before I came on the scene. I feel very grateful that I was permitted access to that little circle.
Oh, you weren't permitted, it just happened
I
organically.
forced my way in. I my but no, so
No, it is hard, but I think it's not impossible,
no, it's not.
and I think you know that for a fact.
Yeah, and they can be more deeper and more meaningful, and I would say even more fun because I have just been experiencing that. So, how do you make new friends? Like, have you made new connections?
Usually, I think a great number 1, a great place to meet people is like-minded spaces, to strike up
Mhm.
conversations, but joining in and you'll talk about this, but in a kind of a dating friends type thing, but
That's so weird.
I know the way I said it, so just ignore that,
Yeah.
but I made deeper connections at work. I feel
Mhm.
like work, the people and there's been more of a come together type
Mhm.
thing, doing a little stuff more outside with them, and definitely more connections at Burning Man. I felt like the camp, I made really, solid
That
friendships.
continue after.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. I check in with them, they check in with me, so I think it's about being open and receiving
Yeah.
new relationships.
And, there are plenty of organizations we already did an episode on
Yeah,
that, but the organization that I joined that really changed my friendship game was Real Roots, and again, we're not sponsored by them and we're not promoting,
right.
but it was a really great way to meet women that are like-minded with me, and they have pushed me to do things that I wouldn't normally do, and we went to 4 of us went to the Devo B-52s
I
concert,
love
like,
it.
I know, but that would have never been on my list
Right.
of old bands to go see, but I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go do it." And we dressed up, and we were silly, and nobody gave a shit that we were older, because everybody there was old.
Exactly. So it goes back to you're not too old to do.
Yeah, the Hollywood Bowl sold out 2 nights in a row full of old crony people in their 50s and 60s here to go hear bands in their 60s and 70s. And, we all stayed awake for it.
Well,
So,
hey,
hey.
let me ask you a question. The people that you've met, did they mention that they've had, problems or
Well,
troubles meeting new
before
people?
we all joined that group, we all said it at the first night was either I have moved from a different part of LA, my
Okay.
friends all live there, or my friends help like in my case, my friends live further away, so it's harder to plan things.
Yeah,
Um,
for
but
sure.
everybody had
A
a
reason.
reason. Yeah. I recently relocated, things like that. Or, the friends just have kind of drifted and those kind of things. So we were all kind of one like mind to begin with. We were all looking for connections closer to home
Yeah.
that we could really foster on a regular basis.
Yeah,
And
that
we
makes sense.
continue, that thing ended in September and um we have a Christmas party planned.
You do.
We're going axe throwing in a couple of weeks. We're diving into some other stuff together.
Wow.
So yeah, it's like it's working.
I
It's
love it.
doing it.
I love
It's
it.
doing it. The younger, I mentioned that we got paired with a group of younger women. They haven't like the older ones of us have really like we have our own separate text thread. We've got the big group text, but I think because of the concert, nobody
Right.
else wanted to go to the concert, so we started that thread and it just kind of,
Built from there.
yeah. But I'm loving it. It's like I told one of the girls yesterday because she wanted to do something for Halloween. I'm like, I hate Halloween. But yeah, I will go do something with you. I'm doing things with them that I wouldn't do with you and Lisa. No offense. But like we wouldn't do that.
You wanna go to a pumpkin patch with me?
I would go to a pumpkin patch, but like a Halloween party or dress up, no,
Right,
no.
right.
And I may end up having to do that,
I love it, Beth.
So anyway,
So you're not too old to make friends.
no, no.
Right.
And keep the old. One is silver.
Yeah, yeah, you can't
Yeah.
forget about me.
Okay. How has your style evolved? Let's talk about that.
Well,
Or has it?
I'm 52 and I wear
I
what
love saying that, by the way.
I do, I
I
do.
love that you're owning it.
I'm owning that I'm 52 and I wear whatever makes me happy at the moment. Has my style changed? I think no.
Yeah. Who cares?
Well, I think that might be, the problem. I maybe should care a little more because depending on where you go, you could.
Well, that part.
Right.
Yeah.
You could dress up, but I like to be comfortable. If I'm not comfortable, it's a no-go for me.
No, I
But
know.
I I've always struggled with this, but I love sweatpants, I love T-shirts, I love ripped jeans, love ripped jeans. I don't think I have a pair of non-ripped jeans. And I asked myself, "Am I too old for this now that I'm 52?" Um, and my daughter says, "What are you wearing?" And sometimes she has to go in my closet and change me because she thinks I'm too old.
Yeah.
So there that does what about you? What
Well, I think the biggest thing I gave up a while ago was heels. I mean, I used to wear the heels,
like high
those
heels?
yeah, the
Oh, wow.
pumps and, like, the office, there was a version of me that wore business suits with the heels. Oh,
Oh,
um,
wow. I can't
and then I went, like yeah, and then, like, with the weekend work, my boots, my
yeah,
2-inch boots, that's I lived in those
I know,
things.
I remember those
Well,
boots.
yeah. And, or flats, I don't want those anymore in my life. I don't own a pair of heels. Um, Dresses are something that I do have a few of,
This
and
one's my favorite.
I know, and we really are in my closet, so here you go.
Yeah, we
And so I have a few that I wear, but mostly I'm bottom is black, either leggings or
right?
black pants, and then something colorful on top. Like I'm a solid sweater girl with
Yeah,
black pants and maybe those boots. But
classic basic.
yeah. But my personality is my accessories. So
Right,
you know what? I like to not have to think too much about getting ready either. So if I have like all those solid colored sweaters, every one of those will go with a black pair of pants. I
right,
can get dressed really quick without really having to
right.
spend a lot of time thinking about it.
Have you always been like that?
No, I mean, there was a time when I was big into whatever the current trend was, when I was younger,
Right, right.
but I've outgrown that and I'm okay with it.
So now
And
you don't care
and we
to
don't care. We
we
do
don't
not care
care.
club.
We don't care.
I'm a founding member.
And also, people say social media is only for younger people. Podcasts, apps, all that stuff.
TikTok.
Right? I'm finally participating. It did take me a while. Yes, learning in progress, learning, learning.
But it like I told you offline, like TikTok is a wealth of information.
It is.
And any subject you're interested in, you can do a search and find thousands of creators who are talking about it. And it's like a really great community then you can connect with people in a particular genre, like the We Do Not Care Club,
Right, right.
or the women over 60 or over 50. It's really it's a great space for gathering information and
Yeah, it is.
feeling like you're not alone in a particular area. What about technology? Now this is a tough one.
Right.
We have a lot of tech challenges.
Yeah. So
So
so tech issues. Well, yes, I have them. Um and Beth knows. Um I'm good with my hands, but in putting things together, but when it comes to technology and the social media, it's very confusing with like this goes here, this goes here. It's definitely I'm doing it, but
Yeah.
it's been a sheet shoe. Um and my daughter saw me on TikTok and freaked the fuck out. She goes, "Mom, take it off. Take it off."
You gotta know, like, if you got a 15-year-old daughter who's on social media
Right.
and you pop on her feed, that is
Oh,
mortification on a
you have no
level
idea.
never experienced before.
I never.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen her upset, Beth, but this was like, I told all my friends know, "Get off."
You're
And I
telling
told
me.
her, "But I'm having fun." And, honestly, I'm 52 and I don't give a fuck,
I told her to block her daughter. Like, block her
right?
daughter. That way
We're not friends on TikTok.
I know, but if you block her account,
Oh,
she
she
won't be
can't
able to
see it.
see your stuff. That'll wait. And then if you need to check on her, I can go check on her in my account,
Mm.
or you can unblock her for a minute and go see what she's
Oh,
doing.
great idea.
I've always been into social media, and sticking with the new trends kind of helps me
Yeah.
feel like I can add conversation about anything,
Yeah, you are
because I like to have a little bit of, I'm a, uh,
in for little.
I like a little bit of information about
Yeah.
everything. I'm great at a cocktail party. But it took forever for me to get on TikTok because I thought that was for the kids, and
Right,
I'm like,
right,
"I'm not doing it. I
right.
am not doing it." Now I make money there as an affiliate, and like I said, I learn everything and just about anything I'm curious about,
It's on there.
I made friends from across the country, like, if I wanna go to North Carolina, I have a friend who lives there that I can go see, you
That
know?
is so cool.
Yeah, and, the fails, we've had some tech fails. We recorded episodes without the mics on or the volume high enough,
Yeah,
or one's higher than the
yeah,
other one.
yeah.
So it's like we're, again, work in progress. We probably will be till the day we end this little shenanigan called a podcast.
Yes, and
What about adventure and risk taking?
I did a bold thing.
What'd you do?
I got in a car with a stranger to go to
Uh-huh.
Burning Man, and it was interesting. It was good. Nothing happened to me. I got
Yeah,
everything. I got
nobody. Good
safe
here.
and sound there and back. But that's, I would say, pretty ballsy.
Yeah.
It was a friend of a friend, so I
Yeah.
knew I was safe.
Not a complete utter
Right.
stranger.
Otherwise, I wouldn't do that. But
Yeah.
I did not know him. I did
Yeah.
not meet him. So that I would say that was the boldest thing I've done
And
recently.
and I will just reiterate that that's not something I would have done. So, I'm proud of you because that would never happen in my world.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, risk taking, joining the groups for over 50 has really stretched me out of my comfort zone because it literally has made me like, I work from home, so make me get up and get dressed to go meet somebody
Social.
in the evening, you
That's
know?
so good, though.
But it is good
So
for me, but it's
volunteer.
definitely, uh like, it's a muscle that I have to build because then I'll be, like, tired for 2
Right.
days,
Well,
you know? Like, I'm
it's
not used to being
training.
out in the world. Um, and I
Yay,
think
out in the world.
and I think the biggest risk that I have taken in recent history is this podcast and going on camera. I do not like looking at myself. So, um, I'm really, really surprised that I feel as comfortable as I do doing this, and I think that that was a really big, bold step for both of us.
Yes,
Like,
I
who
would
are we to
say
think we should be doing a
right,
podcast?
I would say that's a bold thing that I did as well.
So, like, who are we?
We are Beth and Jen.
Yes, yes. So closing thoughts?
Closing thoughts. When you've been told for years that you shouldn't wear something or do something or feel something, it's easy to start believing it. Trust me, I've done it, been there, done that. And so if you ever feel like questioning something, there's some things you can do.
Yeah. So, myths are exactly that, and most of them aren't ours. They're stories somebody else wrote or told about us, so we get to pick what we wanna do, right?
Mhm.
So, I would encourage you, if you wanna do something and you think, "Oh god, I shouldn't because I'm XYZ age," check it at the door. Think, "Who said that? Who said I'm too old
Right,
for that?" Right? Like, again, we talked about this before, like, did that come from society? Did it come from my mom? Did it come from my 15-year-old daughter?
right,
Like, who said that?
right.
Right? And instead of saying, "I can't," try, "What if I did?" Or, "What's the best that could happen?" I like that. People say, "What's the worst that could happen?" But I like a positive
I
spin.
like
So,
that.
what's the best thing that could possibly happen out of this? And then do it. Try on the dress, post the video, take
Right.
the class, do the things, right? And then
Go in the car with a stranger.
yeah, go for it, man. But keep find my iPhone or what
Yeah,
is it?
yeah,
Share
yeah.
location share on. Reconnect with who you are, your own voice. Spend time with women who lift you up. And I think that's one of the things that I'm loving right now because I am like making sure that that happens. And surround yourself with energy that reflects who you are now, not who you were before. We all have, I know, um, I have in my human design, which we'll talk about later, but I tend to have, era friends, and
Mm,
when I look back, I do. I have people from my 20s that I'm not friends with anymore, but, we're loosely connected through social media. Same thing with the 30s and the 40s now.
yeah.
So, you're on your way out. You got 5 good
Oh,
years left.
okay.
I'm
All
just
right.
letting you know. Uh,
Okay.
but 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 your energy changes
Yes.
as you mature, and so it's not
100%.
unusual for the people around you to and I feel like I'm getting an infusion of energy from these women who are like, "Stress up and go to the B-52s concert. Who
I
can
love
do a beehive hairdo?" None of
that.
us, as it turns out. Um,
But
but
it's that
yeah, it's like a
makes you
shot in
feel
the arm.
young.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a shot in the arm. And then take a small, bold action. So your confidence builds momentum. So when you step out and you do something new or you put that thing on that you didn't think you were young enough to wear anymore, it incrementally will help rewire your brain too. It will start letting you, and pretty soon you'll be saying, "Why am I reverse aging so fast?"
Exactly. Wow, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. So, with that being said, life after 50 and 60 isn't slowing down, it's just getting started.
And we're here for it. Don't forget to celebrate your wins. Like just like
Yes, that's very important.
when you do something that you're really proud that you push yourself to go do, make sure you do something for yourself that and doesn't have to be big. It could just be like a yay me, give yourself a hug.
I
Do
love
it.
that. I
Yeah.
love that, Beth.
But we're here for myth busting.
Yes,
Yes. So start looking at your myths differently and see if they're yours or somebody else shoved them down your
and
throat.
just go do it.
And just go do it. Do the thing.
Do the thing. All right, we'll see you later.
We'll see you later. Thanks for listening.
Thank
I'm
you.
Beth.
I'm Jen.
We're two in the closet. Till next time.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, I always click that one. Thanks for hanging out with us in the closet. I'm Beth,
And I'm Jen.
and this has been Two in the Closet, your place for laughs, real talk, and maybe a little oversharing. Make sure to follow or subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you like what you heard, leave us a review. It helps more women find the closet.
Until next time, keep the door closed and the conversations going.